G'day everyone, and welcome to episode 5, season 2 in our series of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. And we're starting off with a view of our town called Zeds. I think that's how you would pronounce it, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, this is our town. We built this because we're a republic. And not only are we a republic, but we're on our way to being an agricultural republic. So, I did say in the last episode that what I would do is I would go offline, off camera, and I would come back when our field here was ready for harvesting. But I have come back just a little bit before then, just so we can keep up to date with what is actually going on. Now, I also want to say that I've done some research between episodes, and one thing I do want to do, even before we start sowing, and I'm just going to pause the game here for a second, is I'm going to put in a non-construction related industry, foods and crops. I'm going to put in a grain storage facility because I really think that we need one, because I'm pretty sure that the basic storage facility is not going to cover or hold all the crops from those two fields, and I don't want the crops sitting in the field rotting. Well, I don't even know if the game does that, but in the real world, if you don't harvest them and have somewhere to store them, i.e. in a silo, they go bad pretty quickly. So I want to put the silo in, and you'll also notice that I use the, I'll show you down here, there's the road one, which is at the front, which connects to the road, which you can see, and then there's the two yellow markers on the grey background. Now they are actually arrow to arrow or facility to facility connectors, and so what we should now be able to do is use this connection between factories and hook these two guys up, except they're too close to each other. Oh my goodness, I hate that. Seriously, I hate that. Cancel factory connection. No, well, don't do that. Get rid of the building. See, I really just hate that. There's no indication of how far away you need to be to do it, and there's no indication that it actually joins, which, would be nice. Can't put building due to infrastructure. Yeah, I know. So if I do that, is it going to join? You can't. You just cannot tell, actually. I'm going to have an issue here, aren't I, with this power supply? You know what? Let's try it anyway. Now, that's the footpath, but we want to be. We could actually. It's not intuitive. It is not intuitive. Well, the first thing I'm going to need to do, I think, is get rid of that footpath. That might work out okay. Yep. Well. All right. So we've connected you to the road, but we can't connect you any further because of infrastructure. Of course we can't. Well, we can put you there, that's for sure. But I still don't know if you will make that connection. All right, let's give it a try. No, this one. All right, we want to build a connection between the, seriously? Holy dooly. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, we've got a connection going on there. We probably should join up our... No, we shouldn't. We should put our roads in first. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Okay, and now we want to put in our pathways, although they're not going to work particularly well because they're not going to cross that road. Well, they might. Okay, well, they did something. Now we need to put our power back in, because without power, well, it might be that nothing will work. Might be. Can we not build you? Yeah, we're going to have the problem where it's the angle's too steep. Yep, the angle is too steep to there. So where is the wire? Well, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Okay. This might work. And if this works and everyone gets power, then it's all going to be good. And power? According to this, the answer is yes. And power? According to this, everything is doorly hunkily. Okay, so when we start collecting our grain, I think we probably need to collect it from the silo. Oh, we're harvesting too. This is excellent. So we've got one, we'll go down and have a look at this. We've got one combine harvester we've got one combine harvester doing the collection. Oh, nice, doing the harvesting. And we've got one truck which will carry each time 10 tons of crops back to the farm, and then they will be put 800 tons. Yeah, well, we can probably hold a little bit. Yeah, we can probably hold a little bit. Now, what have we got in terms of what's on the farm? Still not showing me how many tons of crops we get from the harvesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is I just want to put this guy on the corner for a minute, because we want to come back to him. I want to see where those 10 tons of crops grow. And then I want to talk about what we're going to do next, because in the last episode we talked about both having some cattle farms for meat production and also some alcohol production. So you would have noticed that when we put the silos in there, the grain storage, the connectors came out twice. So you get one to farm and one to something else. So I want to do an experiment, and the experiment goes something like this. So over here in this area, I want to do some more farming. And I want to put in, probably right about here actually, a new farm building, which is this guy here. And then I want to put one like field over this way with the ability to put 2 or 3 more over in this direction. So basically all of this to be field. Then one farmhouse up here, depending on how this layout goes, but I'm not sure how it's going to work. And I want it to go out to a silo. And then I'm going to try and connect that silo to 2 different industries. So one industry being the production of alcohol and the other industry being cattle farming. And basically see how that goes. But that's the plan. But in this episode, we just need to start off and see how our truck goes. So we're going to follow him. Did I click follow? I did. Any minute now, he's going to get his 10 tons, and he should go off and do his thing. Now I want to see where that 10 ton goes. Whether it goes into the silos or whether it goes into the farm. And then if you go to pick it up, say if you pick it up from the farm, there he goes, he's got his 10 tons. If you pick it up from the farm, will the farm be resupplied from the silos or not? Good question, don't know the answer. Well, that's not working, it's not following the truck. Okay, well, all right, never mind, we will follow the truck. He's got his 10 tons, and you've got, well actually, let's put you there, and you there. So he goes in, he's unloading, the agro farm is filling up with 1.5 crops. How do you get 1.5 out of 10? Oh, because 8.8 went there. Well, now that's interesting, isn't it? And where did the truck go? There goes the truck. So some of it goes to the silos, the grain storage, and some of it stays in the farm. Interesting. Now this guy over here, he's halfway to being harvested. Well, sorry, being ready to be harvested. And I suspect that this guy won't be finished by the time it's time to harvest him. So what we need to do now is get another one of these, which is a Scud 706 RTTN, and take some food to the food factory. That's what we're going to do with you. A Scud harvesting felled tree capacity covered hull. Scud 706, was it Scud? Short-term memory, not looking good. 706, Scud 706, covered hull. 706 RTTN. So this guy, why did we get that? Why did we get you? Oh, bit of a difference. 6 ton versus 10 ton. Yeah, okay, we'll take one of you. And we'll just close all this down for a minute because it's getting a bit complicated up here. And we're going to take you and we're going to go, let's go from the silo to the food factory. And go. Oh, now it's working. Oh. So, selective workingness. Very good. Much like young people have selective hearing. I wonder how that works. It's going along. Let's go a bit far. Oh, a truck. Overtaken by a bus. Nice. Okay, right, now you're going to the grain storage, which many people would actually call a silo or a set of silos. And you need 10 tonne of crops. But from memory there was only 8 tonne in there. So what's in there now? Nothing. Oh, I've got 10 tonnes. Okay. So we'll follow you going back the other way. Can we? Well, isn't that interesting? It doesn't seem to work when it's in the corner. Now that's interesting. Isn't that interesting? If you put it in the corner, it doesn't seem to work. Interesting. So what's going to happen over here when it gets to the food factory is that the food factory, of course, has no workers handy. No workers and no resources. I'm hoping that there are no workers there because the game knows there's no resources. But there are no guarantees that will be the reason. Seds. The great town of Seds. That's us. We are Republic Schweds. Alright, here we are. Bobbity bum bum. And offloading. And we should get 10 tonnes of crops. 10.4. But okay, everything's good because nobody's working there. So we're not going to make any food. Isn't that fantastic? That's what you want. Now, you're going to the grocery store. You're going to the grocery store. You're going to the bus platform. But nobody's going to work at the U-Butte food factory that we just made. And I would really be curious to know that do we actually have to tell them to go to work there? Or will they figure out that there's a job there and turn up? Let's give them a wee minute. All right, but while we're giving them a wee minute, there was something else I wanted to have a look at in our gameplay. And that is in relation to planks. We are doing okay, but we're not doing great. Because when you go and look at our wood cutting posts, we have 6,600 tonnes in the forest, right? And over here we have, actually let's turn those around so that we can figure which one's which. Roughly the same, a little bit more, a couple of 100 tonnes more, but you know, 6.3 tonnes on average, right? 1,000 tonnes on average. And the wood that's being stored for export, like in this one here, which is this one up here, is 0, but this one's got 18 tonnes. So I am wondering what would happen. Well, first of all, there are two things. The first thing is that there seems to be an awful lot of wood lying around, not collected. Well, okay, well, there's the answer. 636 tonnes there and 578 tonnes over this side, and that all with 2 or 3 workers on average. So that's interesting itself. So what I want to do is add another truck to the automatic collection and then add another truck to, what's that down there that I can see? Yeah, see, the wood is starting to stack up. So add another truck to take it to the sawmill. So add 2 vehicles, the T138 to move on automatic mode from the forest to the collection point, and then the truck to take it, which will be the same truck actually. I think they're all T318s. Yeah, T138, sorry. So we're going to do that now, and try that out as an experimenti and see how we go. So the 138, two of those. And in actual fact, I didn't want to do that at all. I want to take you and I want to reassign you. Now, what is the reassign thing? Sorry, hang on. I'm just going to stop getting confused for a minute. There we go. You go there. And then you, or rather you're going to go from there to the sawmill. And the word is go. Now, why haven't you gone to where I sent you? Open hole, maximum speed. Set sawmill. No, you're the wrong one. Change depot or workplace. Change depot or workplace. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I did before, but I thought I had it working. Okay, now technically, we should be, and notice that this guy is not replenishing the forest as he chops it down. So we're basically clearing the land. So when the land is cleared, we could build some more farming infrastructure over this way. And we will have to relocate our wood cutting areas, but this seems like a prime candidate to me, not to mention this here. So there's plenty of opportunities for us to do wood cutting. That's not going to be an issue. So how are we doing here? Workers in the field 4. Okay, well. Okay, so you get workers at harvest time. Right, so this guy, he's well and truly going to be finished out. So this is where we see whether our second tractor comes into play or not. Now, comrades, this is where it starts to get very interesting. We know, not construction, farming. We want to put a agro farm in, and we want to put a grain storage in. And we know that the grain storage has 2, but one of them will come from the agro farm. So when we take that out, we want to split it. Well, I mean, we're assuming we can split it, and we have no idea if that's possible or not. Actually, I am wondering if we might not be able to run a small test here. Well, I mean, the easiest test that we could do to see if it actually works would be to do this. Okay, well that answers that question, doesn't it? So you only get to have one. So if we do this, we need one agro farm for alcohol, and then one agro farm for cattle. So if we go and look at meat, it's 56 rubles. Well, that's not the per ton value, is it? No. That's 1/5 of a ton, so it's 5 6s are 30, 5 5s are 25, 280 something rubles for 1 ton of meat. 280 for 1 ton of meat. What's alcohol? Can't even see alcohol. All right. Where's the world? Now, I wonder if you can see economic trade, domestic production, current prices. There you go. There you go. Meat. Livestock. Oh, you can sell livestock. Buy, sell. You can sell it for 165, right? Meat's 253 per ton. Whoa! And alcohol's 263. Oh, they're good value. Both of those are good value. You know what? But we're a republic, and if we're anything like some of the larger republics, say to the east of Europe, alcohol consumption is pretty high. I think that's where we want to be. So we know, because we know that we get crops. But those crops, now what happens when this fills up? Does the truck keep delivering? Will anyone go to work in our factory? You know what? I think we're going to have to go and order them to go there. I think we are. Now, where can they reach? Does it tell? Yeah, they can reach there. Well, why don't you go there? Why do I specifically have to tell you where you need to go? Surely the communist state isn't that controlling. Well, I mean, you say that, but there's no guarantee it's not the case. All right, so we're going to go alcohol. Alcohol. Now, alcohol. Stay focused on alcohol. Food factory, grocery store, got one of those. We don't have a distillery and a pub. So the distillery runs off our grain storage. And our agro farm, now, and see, that's interesting too, because it's pointing the wrong way. Isn't that irritating? So if we run you, okay, so imagine that my finger was pointing at the screen to the left of where you see the agro farm. And we put the grain storage there and then run up one more, and that's the alcohol place. That would kind of make sense, would it not? And then with a bit of luck, we could actually get people direct from the bus stop straight into the agro farm. And in fact, if we were, well, we're not that clever. We'll put it down here. All right, well, there you go. But we do know that we were in sight of our electricity supply, which is in itself very important. So, we need to put a field in too. So we might as well put our first field in, because they're going to go over this way somewhere. Food and crops. So we're a big field, because why not, right? Now, big field. Am I feeling this? I don't know if I'm feeling this. I'm certainly not feeling that. That does not look like it's going to work at all. But that is green. Wow, that is more green. Okay, hold on. We need to be up higher, I think. Right. Big field. Yep, okay. Yeah, look, we're not getting not getting a lot of value over there at all. But that could be a a wood place. We could turn that into a wood place. Yeah, and we could come straight here and go to, we can't go very far that way either. How about this way? No. Need flat terrain. Well, we could certainly get a field in there. But is that going to give us what we need to get a second field? And the answer is no. If we want two fields, we can get one in, but we have trouble with the second one. Now, can't build due to infrastructure. We need flat terrain. All right, I'm going to give it a try and try to flatten this out. Level terrain, okay? Now, have I done the right thing? Well, there's a big question. Big field. Need flat terrain. Well, there's more of it that's flat. I'm spending a fortune doing this. And I suspect that I'm not getting the traction that I want. No. C. Okay. Show the wireframe. Maybe that will help. I have no idea. Okay. Where's the flat space? Okay. Come up. If I get it all the same color, would that mean that it's level at some level? Level at some level? Of course it's level at some level. Yep, it's all white. That's looking more promising. And it's also looking like it's costing me a lot of money. But you know what? This is for vodka. I'm going to call it vodka because we're a republic, and like I said, all the republics to the east of Europe are big fans of vodka. And you would have to say the word Stolichnaya comes to mind. Not that I'm recommending that you drink it, but I'm just saying it could be a thing. Need flat terrain. Seriously, I've just spent an absolute fortune. Why is it not flat? Holy dooly. Okay. Should we carry on? I feel that we should. All right. What happens if I do this? Is that what I need to do? Wow. Okay. Now I reckon that should be pretty flat. But according to... Really? You've got to be kidding me. I've spent an absolute fortune trying to flatten out this terrain, and it's just not happening. Why is that flat? Alright, hold on. That's flat, is it? Is that flat? So if it flats, does it stop spending money? Not flat at all, not even remotely flat, not even anywhere near it. Okay, I don't understand how the flattening tool works then, because apparently it's just not flat. That's flat over there. Well, you know what? In circumstances like this, I'm just going to go with it. Because that's, to me, that's just pretty bad. That you can't flatten it. But anyway. Holy dooly. It doesn't like straight angles either. It doesn't like being straight. Oh. Okay. Whatever. We've just built it. So. This is where it gets really frustrating. Right, now, there are no things there, but there could be, is there any over there? No, there's none over there. Okay, fine. Now, you need at least, that was the truck we were using in there, the 706 RTTN. 706 RTTN. We're just going to get one of everything to start off with now. Cement truss for harvesting, one of those. Truck, dumper, oil tanker, filter, postal car, refrigerator, bulldozer, blah blah blah. So one of those, and him. No. Hang on, what happened to 10 tons? Oh right, 10 tons. Yep, him. Okay. So what we're going to do now is hold on. That's the tractor factor. The tractor factor, you go there. You're the harvester. As soon as you show up, you go there, right? And you, young man, are the covered truck, which takes in all our grain and puts it in there. Okay, well, there you have it. We spent a lot of money flattening the ground that we couldn't get flattened, and so that's extremely good. Yeah, that's extremely good. So what's going on over here? Nothing. What's going on over here? Nothing. I'm feeling the lack of crops, and this place is 58 tons and 1 food. So what happens if you fill up and there's 1 person working there? So where does the food go? Close electronics. 1 point. Where is your food coming from? Food. Food. Where does your food come from? So do we want the food to go from there to there? Because the food can only hold 25 tons. How much food can you hold? You can only hold 7 tons. Isn't that interesting? Is not that interesting? Now, just for a moment, let's have a squizzy, biggy, sticky beak at this thing. Well, look at that. We could link you directly with you. So where does food go when it's made? That's an interesting question, isn't it? It goes to a grocery store, and that's it. Food goes to a grocery store. So why has it got 3 outputs? 3 grocery stores? Well, first of all, I think we should turn these wireframes off because they're driving my eyes nuts. And then maybe we should just hook this guy up and see how that works out for us. Because, mind you, it may not even reach there. Let me get rid of the footpaths. But not that footpath. Now, of course, this may not work. Too long. Must go directly from building A to building B. Well, it's not going to work anyway. So what we should do then is we should sell some stuff. So let's do a covered truck. We'll do this whole 10-ton thing across 10 tonnes seems like a good amount. Whole 10 tonne. Who wants food? Economy and trade. Prices of food. Crops. What's crops? Buy, sell. Sell in dollars 22, sell in rubles 16. I think we're selling more in rubles though than we are in dollars. But we'll get to that in a minute. But then there's food. Where's food? There's food. Food's 126 to sell in rubles and 183 to sell in dollars. So food compared to crops is much better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take you and we're going to go from there, okay, to there, then back to there, and then over here, and go. And now we need to watch you. And we can check out things along the way, actually. Oh, look at you. Special sort of little person that you are. Being followed by a big red square. Now we're just going to do this, everyone, and then I think we will call it an episode. We arrive, actually we better have a look. We arrive and we pick up from our food collection .7 tonnes out of 6.5 tonnes. Surely we made more food than that. Also, I don't remember putting you on wait until full. Interesting. Alright, so where are we? We are right there. And you have no food. But you have one worker. Well, 1 out of 170. Well, you're rocketing along making food, aren't you? And there's 71 tonnes sitting in the storeroom. And no food. Well, I think you're special. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're 48 minutes into the episode, and I think, we're leaving. We're leaving with 2.8 tonnes out of 6.5. Okay, so what have we got in here? We've got 1.5 out of 7.5, but we bought some of that from in rubles. So now we're going to add some tonnage to that. Oh, look at that. All right, that's good. Okay, then we're going to come back, and the plan will be now to pick up some of this food, if it gets made into food, and take it to our friends on the border and sell it to them. However, that is going to take a little bit too long for this episode, so we'll come back and look at that in our next episode on the Gig Channel, where we are building our republic. So, he's left already with nothing on board. Excellent. Excellent. I like it when a plan comes together. This is the bustling metropolis of Sveds. And in our bustling metropolis, we are trying to get people to go to work, as well as trying to build up an agricultural juggernaut for the region. So stay well, and I hope you have a good week until you return to the Gig Channel. And until that time, I'll see you all later. Bye.